Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to our Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd as Byzantium. Where we last left off, we'd gotten a personal union over Portugal, and that was contested by Spain, backed up by France, and we just fought them to a standstill, signed a white peace. Actually, we forced them to break off the relations and took a little bit of cash from Spain. But we already had aggressive expansion problems, so we didn't take anything. We also didn't have any manpower to be fighting that war, so we were merciful. Okay, the Papal State is not in the Empire, and they're only guaranteed by Provence. So that might be our next war, actually. Thinking we could move this force around, get it ready for an invasion of Britain anyway. Move these guys north. Lucca. And start getting some spy power here. This should just be a capital fort, yeah. So they won't be able to hold out for very long, and they won't drain our manpower very much at all. Now, Provence will be a different matter. We could force them to return some stuff to Switzerland to make them like us more, unless somebody else has cores there. No. Switzerland actually lost this as it was culturally converted away. Let's get this fleet back down here. So we'll take the... well, we'll see who's got the best generals. This guy is fine. If we declared on them, who would come in? Obviously, we're not going to do that directly. I'm just checking for the purposes of co-belligerency. Get that military tech. We're about to start a war, so we're not going to improve it. Oh, Spain is defender of the Catholic faith. So let's fall back to here, split these guys up, and we will actually get better unit types. Okay, Spain. So we have positive relations with them, but Enrique V is a problem for us, because he's a militarist. Yeah, sure. And now we have 45,000 manpower. Just one province. Okay, where's... okay, Britain's capital's here, which is easy to take because it only has a capital fort. That is a really bad mistake on their part. Particularly since they're not well allied. Keep an eye on what Spain's up to. Hey, they would sign an alliance with us. Yeah, let's do it. We already had a royal marriage. And that makes us much more secure on the continent. 50 admin, 50 diplo, or we can get 50 prestige and 50 diplo. And we're maxed out on prestige, so that's a no-brainer for us. Let's give them military access. Make sure Brandenburg doesn't have military access. Let's give that to them. And they'll be upset that we're allied to the rival, but I don't think they'll really care. We can get them as an ally. I mean, might as well. Already have a royal marriage, so it's not going to cost us anything except for potentially alienating some of our friends like Brandenburg and Bohemia. Have any lazy generals? Nope, they're all being utilized. And once this fleet is finished being constructed, we'll move it back up here. And prepared for invasion of Great Britain in a few years. Yeah, we could beat up on Spain a little bit more. I think we're going to wait on that. If we're going to fight them, we might as well just invade them directly so that we could take more land, take Sicily from them, without it causing a huge coalition. Now granted, they're allied to Commonwealth now, I think? Yeah. We're gonna get caught up a little bit more here. So we're not going to be able to restore the Roman Empire to its high point, but I'm feeling pretty good about what we've done with Byzantium, particularly with a few of our early disasters. And we'll never talk again about our defeat to, well, our halting victory here. It's humbling. Tunis mop the floor with us for quite some time. Hey, but you guys can take comfort in that. If I can accomplish my goals mismanaging things sometimes that badly, then anyone could. I'm not an expert player. I'm just dedicated and can usually puzzle my way out how I want to accomplish my goals. And for most achievements, that's all you really need to do. Develop a strategy, and then try out it long enough. Okay, Spain, change your attitude. We can give you an attitude adjustment now that we have manpower, so change your attitude on your own. Ew. Ew, that's bad. Let's try improving relations with Persia a little bit more. And Oman doesn't like us so much, so why don't we improve relations with them? Actually, they would accept an alliance. Let's do it here as well. They're never going to be friendly because we have their cores. We could reduce our hostility just a little. Speaking of that, let's top off relations with Netherlands. I'm going to see what their interest is. Yeah, really it's just those guys. Okay, checking on trust and favors. And what's the next idea group we're going to get? We can't get another mill. Oh, we can. We could get quantity for more manpower, or we could get aristocratic for another diplomat. Better cavalry. Let's go with quantity. Now, I don't think aristocratic is always that bad. We can't look at it right now because we filled everything in. But it gives manpower. It gives some bonuses to your troops. It gives the diplomat. It wouldn't be awful for us to take. It's just more useful to us early on because of the military tech adjustment. We're keeping our officer corps better by reducing this. I mean, essentially we wouldn't be losing army tradition each year. With our force limit already this high, quantity isn't as attractive, but then again, reducing the cost of our military would less hit our force limit, or more closely approach it. Our fleet is done, so we're going to plan out our war with Great Britain. Should just say Britain. They're not really great. Not in this run, at least. Allies are just Brittany. That's not good for them. Where are their forts? Let's take a look. I can already see one up in Aberdeenshire. That's it. Those three plus the capital. So this one would be a pain. Yeah, we'll stay here. We'll just send both these armies over to kill them. March. Oh, we have a lazy diplomat. Let's just improve relations with our fellow Orthodox people within the Empire. We should with Aachen as well. We're gonna get this guy back really soon, so. Sure. They'd be agreed to become our vassal, that's nice. Spain has noble rebels. Okay, this guy is not a militarist, but they still don't like us. That's unfortunate. Nice. +1 missionary strength, we needed that. And clergy loyalty. We use that to our advantage? No. Let's keep it on our time here, 15 minutes, okay, good. We're improving relations with Aachen. Let's top them off here. We started to improve them, but then stopped doing so. We'll pay some cash, make our burghers more loyal and influential. March of next year. Mecklenburg, we forced them to become Orthodox as well, so we should top off relations with them when we get the chance. I think our first job is going to be pulling this guy back next month. Actually, we'll do it on the 1st of the year. We should march these guys down south, bask in glory, or improve our reputation. Our prestige stays at 100 unless events bring it down. So we'll get the diplo points. Just hope that they don't pick up any other allies, because then this will be a short, relatively short war for major powers. Truce with Spain is over. And that means that they could start renewing some of their old alliances. Okay, imperialism. Yeah, we don't care about Brittany. We're not going to call them in. Let's go ahead and march up here, march there, and then to here. We might be able to escape, but I doubt it. They might have, yeah, they avoided the stack wipe though. Okay, the reason why we went here is I do want to capture as much of this territory as we can. So you down there, you down there, you go there, you go there, you go there. Okay, that should work out. We have to be cautious about their army over here. And now we're going to improve relations with Mecklenburg. Okay, let's break off all unnecessary guys and get them north. We're not going to engage that navy. We really have very little to gain out of that, even if we win. Need to get general over here. So let's use this guy. And now we can move north over here. I think they'd be foolish to attack us here. We got a little bit of time before our forces will be all massed up here, but not much time. It's really risky behavior on their part. And they don't seem to have much morale relative to us. Wow. We have a huge advantage over them. Yes, we stack wipe them. And now there are other armies coming in. We might even be able to stack wipe them. Yeah, we did. Alright. Their troops were good. A few wars ago, I'm not sure what changed. Obviously, they've lost a lot of morale. Prestige. Maybe they were... I think they were a defender of the Protestant faith, so that helped. Let's get these guys around to here. I think we're going to just try driving them back, so we can lay siege to this fort, and possibly wipe out some of these troops, but terrain favors them, and zone of control makes it difficult for us to push our advantage. Go ahead and stack wipe these guys as soon as we can get across. Then we'll just let it convert. Well, we might as well start capturing this stuff. Should have. Wow, Brunei is attacking Great Britain. Shouldn't have engaged in that fight. We're gonna lose some big ships at the minimum. Yeah, 2. Well, we'll make 2 more. They're produced pretty quickly over here. Should have instead sent our fleet up here to blockade. Okay, this wouldn't be a bad place to stick our navies though. If we capture this, it's all over for them. Okay, converted Malta back to Orthodox, so we should be seeing at 100% religious unity. Let's get these guys down into this province. Okay, nothing wasted there. Our exhaustion's fine. No estate interactions. Let's check in our time. 25 minutes. We'll carry on. And Bohemia has no heir. Let's try to upgrade this to something better. We can now afford a +3 missionary strength guy. We've got 207,000 manpower. Nowhere really near our cap. We're just about, what, 55, 60%, something like that. Okay, let's move here. See if we could chase them back onto the islands. Now let's get some more manpower. I'm not eager to attack them on the highlands. But were we cowards? Yeah, let's do it. Their troops weren't holding out very well. At worst, we'll lose some manpower if we lose this. Probably. And at worst, they could get stack wiped if we win this, so. They will stack wipe those two troops. We can't do much to stop that. We can't cross because of the blockade. No, we stack wipe them. Oh, that's pretty funny. If they had even the slightest little sliver, tiniest sliver of morale, they would have stack wiped us. But when they were at 0, and there's very little that they could do. Let's go ahead and get on this province. We'll switch around those generals. Let's take this guy. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Let's get a little bit of inflation. Okay, we can probably safely get these guys over here. Let's try. They might be able to intercept us. We do have ships here that we could pull out port. 11 partially repaired big ships, so we could definitely kill those 4 trade ships. It looks like they're going to get attacked by Portuguese ships. Let's back them up. Those are just Portuguese trade ships. They're outnumbered, or slightly outnumbering them. But only 3 of them are trade ships. The others are transports. Okay, no point in suffering unnecessary attrition. Let's move these forces over here. Merge these fleets together. And build up a spy network again. Let's top off relations over here with Spain. Despite their hostility. And as before, we could call in some of our allies, these two, I believe. But we're not going to. We've got this war handled. 50 admin, we'll take that. We'll go ahead and get that next idea just because we can. Seek the support and get another 100 admin power. Crack the walls so they shouldn't hold out for long. Let's go ahead and kick these ships out of port. Britain will find it increasingly difficult to maintain a fleet capable of smashing ours as we take more and more of their coast and their valuable territory. Now they do have high quality ships because of their ideas. And they do still probably have colonies that are substantially contributing. Yeah, British Mexico. But hopefully these guys will start getting less and less loyal. What idea groups have they taken? I'm curious. Nothing that improves their navy besides quality. So they're relying entirely on their national ideas, which give them 20% morale of navies, plus 10% heavy ship combat ability. Yeah, that really helps out. Let's keep an eye on our time. 31 minutes. Let's stop here. Thank you for watching. This has been another Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd as Byzantium.